And good morning to you all. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Thanks for waking up with us alongside Meredith Mitchell here.
Yes, and both of us got our little taste of winter weather yesterday morning, didn't we?
We sure did. Up very early, and I was doing what Winnie's doing today. I was doing that yesterday. And some of the road conditions in Little Rock, I have to say I was very impressed, but once I made my way over to North Little Rock, that was a different story.
Yeah, unfortunately I drew the short straw and had to stand out in the sideways snow, and I was telling them, I swear my face is windburned from that. Because my photographer, John Young, had it positioned, he had the wind at my face so that it didn't blow the snow into the camera lens.
Gotcha.
Which it had to be that way, but that meant, yeah, all exposed.
Right. Well,
needed a ski mask.
We thank you for what you did. We thank you for your time.
Yeah, we thank you for driving around.
Well, we're checking in on your traffic conditions out there. Like Meredith said, THV 11's Winnie Wright is joining us from Little Rock this morning. Hey, Winnie, what are the conditions looking like out there?
Hey ladies, well, I've kind of got the best of both worlds, some riding around, some getting out of the car. Luckily for me, there isn't a big problem with wind this morning. Now, we are at the post office in the Heights where we've seen a few postal workers stirring out here. They're kind of the only people we've seen out stirring except for a few drivers and one brave jogger. Now, these postal workers inside told us they have a lot of prep work to do before they hit the roads, but we've seen some chain on some tires. We've seen a lot of bundled up postal workers, and for the most part, Kavanaugh Boulevard is clear, no ice, and also no traffic. Not a lot of people braving the cold and snow. No, not even any coffee shops open. So we're just not really seeing anybody out braving this weather just yet, but the sun is beginning to rise. So maybe here in the next few minutes, we'll start seeing some people getting out and kind of checking out the conditions here today. All right, Meredith, I'm going to throw it back to you in the studio.
All right, I'm going to need Winnie to check on the Starbucks there in the Heights, see if it's open, because I know there's probably a lot of people out there who are curious about that this morning. There are those who just want to get out, and the roads are not too bad, except for those residential side streets still dealing with that snow and ice. And it's kind of a different situation this morning because we had that refreeze overnight. Now it's more of a hardened snowpack with those tire tracks glazed with ice. So it can be very treacherous. You don't really have much traction at all this morning due to the fact we saw so much melting and then that flash freeze that happened overnight. It's 30 degrees right now in Little Rock, so we will not get above freezing probably until about 11 or 12 o'clock today. The sun will come out though before then, hopefully work out some of that existing ice and snow on the roadways. Today we should see a good melting once the sun does make an appearance, but this morning we've got a little cloud cover existing over the central Arkansas area. 30 right now, Little Rock. Hot Springs is the same situation, and pretty much around the entire metro area we're seeing those below freezing conditions. Here's a look at how the temperatures will go throughout the rest of today. I mentioned probably 11 or noon for the above freezing. We should see that and some sunshine throughout the afternoon with a melting occurring, but again, by 6 p.m. we're back down to 33 degrees. So there will be another refreeze tonight, making for some slick conditions in the morning. We'll talk more about that and what you can expect as we approach this upcoming work week, and if there's any chance of snow or ice in that forecast. But for now, let's get a check, Marlisa, of your headlines.
Thanks, Meredith. It was a day filled with snow and fun for many Arkansans yesterday, as many schools and businesses were closed. A big thank you to all of our viewers for sending us your pictures. We got hundreds of them of beautiful landscapes, goofy snowmen, and kids enjoying their day off. Now, if you didn't get a chance to send us your photos, you can still do that. Just post them on our Facebook page or Twitter, but be sure to use the hashtag #BeOn11. Pulaski County Sheriff deputies make an arrest in the death of a volunteer firefighter shot and killed Friday morning while responding to a medical emergency. Deputies arrested homeowner Mark Pruitt on manslaughter charges in Jason Adams' death. According to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, Adams responded to Pruitt's home around 5 a.m. yesterday for a report of a person having a seizure. Deputies say that's when Pruitt shot Adams. Adams was both a full-time Sherwood firefighter Pulaski County Fire Department.
Those pagers go off in the middle of the night and they just respond. And so he was a lot closer than any of our deputies were. And so he was able to get there rather quickly. So he responded as quickly as he possibly could to try to save somebody's life.
Pruitt is being held on a $10,000 bond. Deputies have released very few details about the shooting at this time, but we will be sure to keep you updated as more information becomes available. And Laura Monteverde reporting on house fire early Friday morning in Pine Bluff, leaving one man dead. It happened just before 2 a.m. when crews responded to a fire on East 15th Avenue. The house was in a complete blaze. After crews were able to put it out, they found the body of 82-year-old Sonny Allen. Pine Bluff Fire Chief Sean Howell believes the fire started from a space heater. Governor Asa Hutchinson announces more than 100 new jobs coming to the state of Arkansas. Firearms-related manufacturers Sig Sauer and Remington Outdoor Company are bringing 134 new jobs to the state. Sig Sauer manufactures premium ammunition and will be opening its new facility in Jacksonville, bringing 50 new jobs to the area. Meanwhile, Remington Outdoor Company is creating 84 new jobs at its ammo plant in Lone Oak. Listen up, parents of young children. Car seat manufacturer Britax is recalling 71,000 seats. The recall is for the Be Safe 35 and Be Safe 35 Elite seats, as well as travel systems from October 2014 to July of 2015. The seat's handle can crack, break, and cause it to fall. You can sign up to get a free repair kit if you have one of these products. Well, there are several events happening this weekend, including one of the state's most anticipated events for the lovers of the outdoors. It's the Big Buck Classic at the Arkansas State Fairgrounds. There will be an interactive animal show, a bow shoot, and chili cook-off, just to name a few. The event continues today and runs through Sunday. Tickets are $12 for adults and $5 for the kiddos. And over at the State House Convention Center, it's the 34th annual Arkansas Marine Expo. The event showcases nearly 200 boats, party barges, personal watercraft, as well as an expanded selection of discount fishing tackle. It continues today and runs all weekend. Admission price is $5 for adults. Children 12 and under are free. And do you have a unique Coca-Cola products or memorabilia you would like to be appraised? Well, you're in luck because you can check out the Coca-Cola Collectors Convention at the Clinton Center today. There will be free family activities and you can check out the library's current exhibit, Coca-Cola, an American Original. The event runs from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Little Rock Police are working to connect with members of the community by hosting their first ever Coffee with a Cop event. Everyone is invited out to Local Luna today at 10 o'clock this morning. It's an opportunity for you to ask questions and learn more about the department's work in your neighborhood. For more information, you can visit our website, thv11.com. Conway is one of the state's fastest growing cities, and to keep up with the growth, the police department is making a concentrated effort to keep crime down, and they're using social media to push their hiring initiative. This dramatic video now attracting much attention on social media. An effort to draw more recruits for the Conway Police Department.
Obviously, as the city grows, our services are going to grow, and law enforcement is not excluded whatsoever from that.
Conway has been named one of the fastest growing cities in Arkansas. One of the main reasons the police department says a push to hire more officers was much needed.
For example, our detectives, they were doing a lot more cases with no increased manpower. So we're going to be able to add some to that to decrease their caseload.
For the first time in the department's history, the Conway Police Department is joining forces with the North Little Rock Police Department to host their first police academy.
Both cities are similar. We both kind of have the same setup and how we operate. So it was kind of a win-win for us.
Just to have that centrally located close to home is a big benefit. We have our own certified instructors that will teach it, our own subject matter expert.
Conway welcoming 12 new police officers and the city of North Little Rock 10, making a grand total of 22 new recruits who will be going through a 16-week-long academy together.
The people that were hired for this academy, we've exhausted that list. So we have no more applicants to pick from.
While this is a major move in the right direction for Conway Police, the need is still great. And they're hoping to continue to attract more recruits eligible to join the force. Well, living in the South, many of us try to see how many winters we can get through before breaking down and buying a snow shovel. But some business owners roll the dice, to help clear the way. THV 11's Rolly Hoyt found the guys willing to plow the snow after the storm strike.
It's actually kind of fun being able to get out there and go play in the snow and get paid for it.
A lot less traffic. I like that.
Gordon Spalding and Spring Nunn, pilot and co-pilot, pushing through the first big snowfall of the season.
I didn't think we were going to get much of nothing.
Spalding owns Flash Pressure Washing Service. Most of the year they're cleaning decks and houses, blowing dirt away. But for this transplanted Wisconsinite, he saw an opportunity to blow the snow away too.
Since I lived up north and been around snow and stuff like that, I decided to go ahead and start doing some snow plowing and that, and it turned out to be, beneficial.
Snow days mean different things to different people. You've got the anticipation. We all know what kids are like when they think a snow day is coming their way.
But imagine the anticipation when you know you've got to get up at 2 in the morning to go plow a parking lot.
Knowing I'm going to be working for a while.
Yeah, you better be ready to work long hours.
And so as you return to work next week, take a moment to thank the men and women who cleared the way and appreciate their stoic outlook.
That's where you just take it nice and easy and do the best you can.
That was THV 11's Rolly Hoyt reporting. Fun in the snow wasn't just for kids yesterday. One Midtown couple proved that to be the case when our cameras caught them building a snowman. Sam Ford and Bridget Corson braved the cold conditions to build the only snowman in their lot. As a Minnesota native, Bridget had no problem building her snowman with no gloves on. She actually took much pride in building a snowman barehandedly.
It's a slow process. We still have to put the head on it, and we've got some like little almonds, and we took a fake lemon, and we're going to use a fake lemon for the nose. So it'll probably look pretty hideous, but it's the only snowman out here, so that says something about our commitment, about our drive to this city, to this landscape, to these people.
Well, zoo animals also having a little fun in the snow yesterday.
However, for the animals that didn't get to go outside, Little Rock zookeepers made snowmen for their enclosures. Look at how beautiful that.
Wow. But for the otters, Mitch and Ray, they loved the white stuff.
I saw this on Twitter. They were so cute. Don't forget, while we also want to see your winter
$5 million in 2020. The Department of Transportation is already anticipating the influx of older drivers. There are plans to start installing signs with larger letters that are easier to read and warnings of an upcoming intersection or stop sign, giving seniors more time to react.
The first priority, regardless of age, is safety on the road.
And that can mean knowing when it's time to hang up the keys. The AARP offers an online seminar for people who believe a senior family member is no longer able to drive. Lorraine has years of driving ahead of her, but tries to avoid heavy traffic.
Sometimes I really shouldn't drive, and in those cases, I don't.
That's just one way this senior driver stays safe. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Capitol Heights, Maryland.
The video streaming service says people who now pay $7.99 for the HD plan will have a choice. They can either pay the same amount for standard definition or $2 more for high definition. And Star Wars has set another record, not the film, but its toys. According to a retail research group, more than $700 million worth of Star Wars toys were sold last year. That's more than Jurassic World, Minions, and Avengers toys combined. Star Wars toy sales also helped boost overall toy sales by 6.7% in 2015. Well, Meredith Mitchell will have another look at your forecast when we return right after this.